Just when you thought the Diddy drama couldn't get any juicier, the feds have dropped a bombshell that's shaking Hollywood to its core. Forget everything you thought you knew about Sean Diddy Combs, because this latest twist in his legal saga is about to blow your mind. The music mogul, once known for his chart-topping hits and lavish parties, is now making headlines for all the wrong reasons, and trust us, it's wilder than any rap beef you've ever seen. Picture this: Diddy, the king of hip-hop empire, sitting in a jail cell, desperately trying to pull strings like a puppet master behind bars. But here's the kicker: the feds are onto his game, and they're not playing around. They've just unleashed a scathing opposition to Diddy's bail motion, and let me tell you, it reads like a script from a Hollywood thriller. First off, let's talk about Diddy's jail cell hustle. You'd think being locked up would slow him down, right? Wrong. Our boy Diddy's been treating jail like it's his personal office, using not one, not two, but 8 different inmates' phone accounts to make calls. It's like he's running an underground phone network right under the guards' noses. And get this, he's not just calling his approved contacts. Oh no, Diddy's reaching out to a whole cast of characters who aren't supposed to be on his radar. But wait, it gets better. Diddy's not just borrowing phones, he's running a whole payment scheme to keep his communication lines open. We're talking cash apps, commissary deposits, the works. It's like he's the CEO of a jailhouse telecom company. And 3-way calling. Diddy's turned it into an art form, looping in his family, his lawyers, and who knows who else. It's a regular party line in there. Now, you might be thinking, surely that's as far as it goes. Oh honey, we're just getting started. Ever heard of Contact Me ASAP? Well, Diddy sure has. He's been using this messaging service to fly under the radar, sending hundreds of texts to dozens of people. And here's the kicker, he's even got his son's email address in on the action. But plot twist, it's not actually his son's account. Talk about a family affair. But the real cherry on top of this scandal Sunday, Diddy's social media birthday bash. You might have seen those heartwarming videos of his kids gathering around to celebrate Daddy Dearest. Cute, right? Wrong. According to the feds, it was all a carefully orchestrated PR stunt to influence potential jurors. That's right, Diddy was playing chess while we were all watching checkers, monitoring those likes and shares like a hawk. And if you thought Diddy was just trying to save face, think again. The man's on a mission to anonymously leak information that he thinks will help his case. It's like he's trying to be his own WikiLeaks, but with less success and more legal trouble. Now, let's talk about the real dark side of this whole mess: witness tampering. The feds are saying Diddy's been reaching out to potential witnesses, including victims of his alleged abuse. We're talking pressure, we're talking blackmail, we're talking a whole lot of trouble. There's even talk of a mysterious witness 2 inches who sounds suspiciously like someone named Kalina Harper. Diddy allegedly bombarded this person with calls and texts, pushing for a public statement to clear his name. But here's where it gets really messy. The feds say they've got proof that Diddy paid off this witness after they posted a statement on Instagram. We're talking bank records, people. The money trail doesn't lie, and it's leading right back to Diddy's door. And let's not forget, witness 1 inch, another key player in this legal drama. Diddy apparently couldn't keep his hands off this one either, reaching out even after they'd been subpoenaed by the grand jury. It's like he's playing a high-stakes game of telephone, but instead of fun, it's all federal crimes. The cherry on top of this legal Sunday: deleted messages. That's right, the feds are saying Diddy pulled a Hillary Clinton and wiped his phone clean of any incriminating texts. But honey, in 2024, nothing ever really disappears from the internet or the government's records. Now, you might be wondering, how did Diddy get himself into this mess? Well, buckle up, because we're taking a trip down memory lane. Remember when Diddy and J-Lo were the it couple of the late 90s? Those were the days of glitz, glamour, and apparently, a whole lot of shady business. The FBI's recent grilling of Jennifer Lopez has opened up a Pandora's box of secrets from that era. Picture J-Lo, sitting across from stern-faced FBI agents, probably wishing she was back on the block instead of under the microscope. What did she spill about her time with Diddy? Was it all champagne and roses, or was there a darker side to their whirlwind romance? Sources say the feds weren't interested in her dance moves or hit singles. They wanted the dirt on Diddy's alleged underworld connections. And let's not forget, this isn't J-Lo's first rodeo with controversy. Remember that I'm Real remix with Ja Rule back in 2001? the one where she dropped that racial slur and then tried to play it off like it was no big deal. Girl, we haven't forgotten, and neither has the internet. It's just one in a long line of eyebrow-raising moments in J-Lo's career that's kept the gossip mills churning. But back to Diddy, the man's got more connections than a switchboard operator. We're talking about a web of relationships that spans from the heights of Hollywood to the depths of some pretty questionable characters. Take Charles Taylor, for instance. Yes, that Charles Taylor, the former Liberian president convicted of war crimes. What's his connection to all this? Well, it turns out he's got a surprising link to none other than supermodel Naomi Campbell. Campbell, who's no stranger to controversy herself, found herself in hot water back in 2010 when she had to testify about some blood diamonds Taylor allegedly gifted her. At first, she played dumb, claiming she had no idea where these mysterious gems came from. But as the pressure mounted, her story started to change faster than her runway walks. According to Campbell, two mysterious men showed up at her door in the dead of night, handing over a pouch of uncut diamonds. It sounds like something out of a spy thriller, doesn't it? But here's where it gets juicy. Her former assistant, and even actress Mia Farrow, called BS on Campbell's story. They claim she was floating up a storm with Taylor all night and was over the moon about getting those diamonds. Now, you might be wondering what this has to do with Diddy. Well, honey, in Hollywood, it's all about who you know and who knows your secrets. Campbell and Diddy have long been tight, with the supermodel often referring to him as a brother. But faster than you can say catwalk, Campbell distanced herself from Diddy when his alleged crimes came to light. It's funny how quickly family ties can unravel when the feds come knocking, isn't it? But the rabbit hole goes even deeper. Remember Jeffrey Epstein? Yeah, that Jeffrey Epstein. Well, it turns out Campbell had more than a passing acquaintance with the disgraced financier. She reportedly took at least 5 flights on his infamous Lolita Express private jet. Now, Campbell swears up and down she had no idea about Epstein's criminal activities, claiming she only met him through an ex-boyfriend. But darling, in this town, ignorance is rarely bliss. It's usually just willful blindness. Speaking of blindness, let's circle back to Diddy's current predicament. The man's been living large for years, even as his music career cooled off. It's got people in the industry scratching their heads. Where's all this money coming from? Some insiders are whispering about illicit income streams, painting a picture of Diddy as less of a music mogul and more of a modern-day gangster. And it's not just about the money. The stories coming out about Diddy's behavior are enough to make your hair curl. Remember that party where he allegedly tried to spike Snoop Dogg's drink? If it wasn't for Snoop's quick-thinking wife, who knows what might have gone down? It's like something out of a bad crime novel, except this is real life, and the consequences are all too serious. But Diddy's not the only one with skeletons in his closet. Let's talk about Naomi Campbell for a hot minute. The supermodel's got a rap sheet longer than her runway stride. We're talking 11 convictions for assault between 1998 and 2009. 11. It's like she was collecting them like fashion accessories. One particularly nasty incident involved her assistant Georgina. Picture this: Campbell, in a fit of rage at a Canadian airport, lunging at poor Georgina, choking and shaking her until she collapsed in tears. It's not exactly the kind of behavior you'd expect from a fashion icon, is it? But then again, maybe it explains why Campbell's always wearing those killer heels, easier to stomp on people perhaps. And let's not forget Vanessa Frisbee, another assistant who claims Campbell attacked her during an argument. It's starting to sound less like a modeling agency and more like a boxing ring, isn't it? These stories paint a picture of Campbell that's a far cry from the glamorous image she presents to the world. It's almost like she and Diddy are two peas in a very volatile pod. But the drama doesn't stop there. Enter Elsa Majimbo, an American-Kenyan influencer who got caught in Campbell's web. Majimbo tells a tale of manipulation that would make Regina George blush. According to her, Campbell welcomed her into her inner circle, playing the mentor card. But when Majimbo tried to spread her wings and fly solo, Campbell allegedly turned into a fashion world Cruella de Vil, attempting to blackball the young influencer. Imagine being just 19 years old and finding yourself tangled up in a web of high fashion intrigue. It's like The Devil Wears Prada, but with more backstabbing and fewer Anne Hathaway glow-ups. Majimbo's story is a stark reminder that in the world of glitz and glamour, not everything that glitters is gold. Sometimes it's just really well-polished brass. Now, let's connect some dots. We've got Diddy, allegedly running a criminal enterprise and tampering with witnesses from behind bars. We've got J.Lo potentially sitting on a treasure trove of secrets from her Diddy days. And we've got Naomi Campbell with her history of violence and questionable connections. It's like a twisted game of 6 degrees of separation, except everyone's connected by scandal instead of Kevin Bacon. But wait, there's more. Remember Kim Porter, Diddy's ex and the mother of his children. Her sudden death from pneumonia in 2018 raised more than a few eyebrows. Rumors swirled that she was on the verge of releasing a tell-all book that would have blown the lid off Diddy's empire of secrets. And then, poof, she's gone. It's the kind of coincidence that makes conspiracy theorists salivate. And speaking of Kim's, let's not forget Kim Kardashian's role in all this. The reality TV queen has been making waves with her sudden interest in criminal justice reform. Is it a genuine passion, or is she trying to get ahead of some skeletons rattling in her own closet? Some insiders are whispering that Kim wasn't just a guest at Diddy's infamous parties, she might have been one of the organizers. Talk about keeping up with the Kardashians, more like keeping up with the criminal investigations. Then there's Usher, Diddy's former protege turned potential whistleblower. Word on the street is that Usher's got a stack of receipts that could bring Diddy's empire crumbling down. Is he biding his time, waiting for the perfect moment to drop the bomb? Or is he too scared of the potential fallout? In Hollywood, loyalty is a currency, but self-preservation is priceless. Even Kevin Hart, the comedian who usually can't keep his mouth shut, has been acting strangely quiet. He's been making cryptic jokes about keeping your circle small and watching who you trust. Is it just standard Hollywood paranoia, or does Hart know something we don't? In this town, even the funny guys have serious secrets. As for J.Lo, she's got more at stake than just her reputation. We're talking about a potential threat to her marriage with Ben Affleck, her career, and her carefully crafted image as America's sweetheart. If it turns out she was more involved in Diddy's shady dealings than she's let on, it could be curtains for Jenny from the block. And let's not forget about the British royal connection. Yes, even Prince Harry, the rebel royal himself, isn't immune to this scandal. Apparently, he and Diddy used to be quite chummy, bonding over their philanthropic efforts. But now, with Diddy's alleged crimes coming to light, Harry's connection to him could be yet another headache for the already strained relationship with the royal family. It's like The Crown, but with more hip-hop and less corgi. Even the world of sports isn't safe from this scandal. Conor McGregor, the MMA fighter known for his brash personality, was all set to launch a drink business with Diddy. But faster than you can say knockout, those plans went up in smoke. It seems even the tough guys know when to back away from a fight they can't win. And then there's Soulja Boy, who's done a complete 180 from Diddy fanboy to vocal critic. He's been calling Diddy out for not taking care of younger artists. Is it a genuine grievance, or is Soulja Boy just trying to distance himself from the sinking ship? In the music industry, today's mentor can quickly become tomorrow's cautionary tale. As this scandal continues to unfold, it's like watching a high-stakes game of musical chairs. Everyone's scrambling to find a safe seat before the music stops, and nobody wants to be left standing when the lights come on. The question on everyone's lips is, who's next? Whose career will be the next casualty in this ever-expanding web of deceit and scandal? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. With each passing day, new details emerge, new players enter the game, and the stakes get higher. It's a reminder that in Hollywood, your past is never really past, and your secrets are only as safe as your weakest link. So, what's next in this twisted tale of celebrity scandal? Will Diddy's empire come crumbling down, taking half of Hollywood with it? Will J.Lo's interrogation lead to more revelations about the dark underbelly of the entertainment industry? And just how many more skeletons will come dancing out of Naomi Campbell's designer closet? As the investigation continues and the courtroom drama unfolds, one thing is certain: we'll be watching, popcorn in hand, ready for the next shocking twist in this real-life Hollywood thriller. Because in the end, the truth is always stranger than fiction, especially when it comes to the glittering, glamorous, and oh-so-scandalous world of celebrity. Stay tuned, folks. This story is far from over, and something tells me the best, or should we say, the worst is yet to come. In the meantime, we'll be here, bringing you every juicy detail, every shocking revelation, and every jaw-dropping twist in this ongoing saga. Because when it comes to celebrity scandals, We know you can't look away, and neither can we.